Ladies and gentlemen, I am the new Fridge Troy Blackburn, and this is your MMOBomb.com first look at Hyper Universe, a free-to-play side-scrolling MOBA being brought from the east to the west by Nexon. It is currently in closed beta, which began June 22nd. We are recording on Saturday, June 24th, taking a look at this iteration of beta and seeing what the game has to offer. First things first, we're going to take a look around the lobby and the UI and sort of get a feel for what's going on here. And the first thing I want to show you is the Hyper Shop. This is where all the characters are located, all the heroes in the game that are referred to as hypers in this game. As you can see, there are several different ones currently available. They each have an in-game currency price that you can see here. They all seem to be around 15,000 right now. They all seem to be exactly 15,000 right now. These are game points. These are what you get simply by playing the game. Go out, do things, compete in matches, pick up game points. You can unlock characters just simply by playing the game. There's also a cash shop currency that is, I believe, referred to as Hyper Cash. Currently, that is not in the game at the moment. There's no way to go buy Hyper Cash. And as you can see, the cash prices are a smooth 9.9 million, a little excessive. Obviously, placeholder numbers. So unfortunately, we can't go in right now and see, well, how much cash is it going to take if you want to unlock one of these heroes via real world money? So we're not going to be able to see that right now. But what we can see is going into each one of these characters, you can take a look and see an up close view of each character. See the skins they have available, run down the skills that each one has, read some story and lore for each character, and hear some voice lines.
All the world is my ring.
So currently there is, as of this iteration of closed beta, English voice acting. The alpha participants from the previous test, they still had Korean voice actors. Western voices are in for this iteration of closed beta currently. So there's the Hyper Shop. Let's take a look at the help menu, because this is actually a pretty awesome little menu. I really enjoy this. Here's some tips for playing the game. Here's the controls of the game. This game is controlled totally by the keyboard. Now you can do a little bit of rebinding of keys here to change things the way you want. As a matter of fact, you can even move a couple of things like jump and dash over to your mouse instead of these two group up commands if you would like, because it's kind of difficult to do all the movement and all the abilities on the keyboard and still use those over on the mouse. Or you can just change those onto your keyboard somewhere and keybind them over there. So you can holler out to your teammates, hey, group up, or let's get the heck out of here because we're getting our butts kicked. As I said, all the controls are mainly take place on the keyboard. There is no mouse targeting and anything like that. Whichever way you're facing is the way that your abilities are going to shoot off in that direction. And if you're doing a melee type attacks, you just sort of attack the things that are around you in your general area. So you've got a basic attack, which actually restores a little bit of mana if you're running low on mana. And then you're going to have 4 skills plus a special attack that costs a little bit of mana, but it's on a shorter cooldown. And then a lot of your other skills, you've got to jump over here on the keys, a dash over on the keys, and you've got a use object, which is sort of your interact button, which is the space bar. It takes a little getting used to be using the mouse totally like this. I still have a tendency to fat finger buttons when the stuff gets real, but you know, I'm slowly getting used to it. But I can also go in later on as I get more comfortable with the game and re-keybind all of these. Another little feature I really like, as you can see the lobby here, but you can go to the Battlefield UI in this little menu here, and you can see all the UI elements, and you can hover over them, and you get a little tooltip. So instead of being in a game and just sort of standing in base trying to figure out what all these UI things are, you can just look at this little tooltip. Like here's an example of the turrets, and it shows you which ones are down, how much health they've got, both yours that are represented in blue and enemies that are represented in red. Here you can see all your equipment, and we'll get to that here in just a minute. Health bars, mana bars, how much gold you have, what level you are, XP, all that kind of good stuff is here. Then here's your abilities, and here's another line of abilities, including your dash, your jump, and those sorts of things. A mini map that can show you the action that's going on, where all your allies are on the map, where enemies are. If one of your allies has line of sight on them, then you've got your friendly allies, and you've got your enemy players. The battle system is pretty interesting as well, and you can see that here in this help UI. Each class not only has a kit that is built around performing as that class, but they also have passive abilities that help them function as their class. Tanks, for example, have 10% increased final defense. Specialists have 10% more final attack. Bruisers are right in the middle. 5% increased defense, 5% increased attack. You've got assassins and strikers that can pass enemy protections with penetration. Then you've got supports who get extra mana regen and more max mana. You can also take a look at things like battle objectives. Here's a nice little game mechanic that's interesting to use. If an enemy is climbing the ladder trying to run away from you, you can actually walk over, grab the ladder, shake it a little bit, and shake them off the ladder and finish beating them down. Here you can see a little tooltip for items. There again, we're going to go look at items here in just a second. And then some community tooltips here that you can look around and sort of get a feel for how to do things in the game. So that's a nice little menu that's really awesome to use. So let's go over to hyper settings. Here you can go in and you can see the characters that are on free rotation. If we go back to the main menu, here's your free rotation characters down here. Here we go. We'll go with Voltaire. This is the guy I've been using. Big tanky dude. I really like him a lot. So you don't go into the game and make gold and then go to the cash shop when you're in the base and buy items. What you do is you go ahead and pre-plan a build before the game starts. And those are the items you're going to be bringing into that game. You can't change your build mid-game or anything like that, but you can pre-set up multiple builds out here in the lobby, and then when you go into a game, as soon as you start the game, you'll be able to choose which one you want to do. So you can kind of take a look at what your teammates have picked, what your enemies have picked, and sort of choose which build you want to run according to that. Now, as far as the items are concerned, there's a nice big shop over here, and there's a lot of items that can be used by all the hypers. But also, you have special exclusive items that are for your hyper that you like to use. So, for example, I could buy this Scepter of Light, and not only will it give me stats and bonuses, it's also going to affect some of my abilities very specifically. So that's pretty awesome. You can pick those up for in-game currency, add them to a second build, and you'll have that build ready to go. When you load it into a game, just choose it, and that's the items you're going to have. Now, you will be making gold in the game when you're playing, and what you're going to do to use that gold is you're going to be upgrading these items. So you're going to walk into the game with these items, but you don't actually get any use from any of them until you spend gold on them. So, for example, you'll want to start with your boots, maybe. Well, you spend a little bit of gold, and you can see there you got stage 1, which is plus 5 defense, and movement speed plus 40. And then you're going to need more gold later on, 1,669, to upgrade them to rank 2. Now, of course, the game recommends if you start an item, finish that item before you move on to starting upgrading the next item. And most MOBA games kind of work that way, so you're probably pretty familiar with that system. There are in-game bonuses for like first one of the day, here as you can see with the event. Now, this iteration is missing a few things, like the cash shop currency isn't currently activated right now. And also you can see right here, it just popped up, how convenient. Controller support work in progress. And as of this iteration of closed beta, this was the first iteration where they tried to implement controller support native in the game. And it's not working as intended right now. I've tried to use my Xbox 360 controller several times. They're working with integrations for Xbox 360 controllers, PS3 controllers, PS4 controllers, and some other third-party controllers. Right now, it's not working as intended. I can move the character back and forth with the sticks. One button on the entire controller activates one specific ability. None of the other buttons do anything right now. A trip to the forums has told me that a lot of folks have been having that issue, so I'm not the only one. There are some folks out there who've gotten more out of their controller and got it to do a few things, but even it seems like some of those folks are having problems right now. But controller integration built into the game is coming. It's just something that they are currently working on right now. So as far as the game info, we talked about how you could see your roles, your supports, your tanks, your bruisers, that sort of thing. Here you can go in and see which one of these characters, which role they are. And it also gives a little breakdown of sort of, a recommendation of kind of the difficulty to play the character, as well as sort of what they're going to do in the game. Like this character for a support has fairly high defense, sort of low crowd control, but is really good at the supporting. And then you can go to, where's my boy? Right here. You can see super high defense, pretty nice control, a little less than middle of the road mobility. He's not going to do a great deal of damage. He's not a big supporty guy, but what he does, he goes in and he's tanky and he disrupts the enemies, and that's the playstyle that I really, really enjoy. So I've really enjoyed playing that guy. So I believe that we have covered pretty much everything we need to look at out in the lobby. So what we'll do now is we will make a jump And it's late at night, so the queue is a little long right now, so I'm just going to do a jump cut to a game match. And we'll start right at character select, that way you're not missing anything. But I will tell you this before we get that started, I'm not Magic Man. I'm not going to show you a bots game. We're going to jump right in, play with other players, against other players, so we'll jump to that here in just 1 second. Alright, here we go. So we are back, and we do have a match. Took about a little under 4 minutes to actually get a match. We're going to grab my guy that I like to play so much. We're going to go ahead and ready up as everybody's picking here. A couple things I wanted to point at is every time you queue up for a game, you can select between NA and EU servers. So you've got variety to play with other folks if you would like to. If you've got the connection with a decent ping, you can swap back and forth if you would like to. And also, there is no ranked gameplay in the game right now. It's either bots, they have beginners and veterans, or you can jump in and just PvP. And currently in this iteration of beta, there's only one map. However, in the tutorial, they were actually making a point to point out some of the different backgrounds and areas you can be located in. So there are definitely more maps that are going to be implemented in the game. This current iteration of beta, however, only has one map in it. So that's the one we're going to play. And we're getting ready to launch in the game right now. Pretty standard loading screen here. I want to say this real quick, and this is just absolutely 100% personal opinion. I've actually enjoyed my time in Hyper Universe so far more than I did Awesome Knots when it went free to play, which is the exact opposite of what I was expecting, to be perfectly honest. You just kind of take a look at it from a distance, not knowing anything about it before it was brought up to me that we were going to do a first look on it. And I just kind of looked at it and I was like, oh, this isn't, let me just knock this out. This isn't going to be very fun. Let's just get this out of the way. I've actually been enjoying my time. Like I said, I sort of enjoy the graphics of the game. The visuals are really nice. I love the character models, and they stand out really nicely from the background. They don't bleed into the background where it's kind of hard to tell what's going on around you. So I've definitely been enjoying my time in the game.
I am the sword and shield connected to HyperNet.
All right, so as you can see, we are going to be able to select our equipment. We've only got the one standard loadout right now, so that's the one we're picking.
The battle begins in
If you've got gold, you can actually activate with this portal right here, which I can't do at the moment until we make some gold. I'll show you here that in a little bit. And you can teleport to your own turrets on the map.
10 seconds.
So that's pretty nice. It's very similar to the games like Awesome Knots. There is jungling on certain levels. There's a couple of lane levels that need to be pushed. And then there's jungling on a couple of levels. So we're going to see kind of where everybody goes. And we're going to go bot. If there's a meta, I'm not aware of it at the moment. We're not that far into the game. We're still, well, what was that, like account level 4 or 5, something like that. So, meta is not an issue at the moment. I do like that the game notifies you when your allies have engaged enemies. So you don't always have to call that out. Sort of watching the mini-map a little bit is important. Getting him to back off a little bit so my gunner here can push the lane. And we don't want to dive towers right now. That's going to be a lot of damage we don't need. So very early game. I do have auto buy on for my items. As you can see, I've got enough gold now that it's auto leveled up my boots to the first tier. Now on my screen, you can see my character stands in front of other characters that I'm in the lane with. On their screen, obviously their characters are standing in front of everybody else in the lane, so don't necessarily have to worry about blocking line of sight for anybody and giving anybody problems. Also, another good feature is gold for kills is shared between the two parties or all parties that participated in the kill, so I don't have to worry about, as a sort of a tanky support, KSing the quote-unquote carry here, because we're going to split gold as long as I help anyway. So now at the end of the game, maybe they're mad because they don't have the numbers they want. You know how competitive players can be. But as far as money and time, we're splitting gold for everything we participate in. It's not like Heroes of the Storm, however, where we're sharing XP across the team. Your teammates will have different XP levels. And our top row folks are in trouble. Looks like enemy team got first blood. Now, win or lose, we're going to go with this recording. You don't win them all. There, we put the stun on the lady who tried to engage our friendly. And our friendly managed to turn on her and put the hurt on her, so that's good.
Enemy engaged.
Now, as far as meta concerns, obviously, I'm not sure about like who should be going to jungle, when you should be going to the jungle, and taking some of the little creeps. That's all stuff that'll just kind of come with time. So right now, it's been for the most part a lot of laning.
Enemy engaged.
You can see different folks who are, you know, making little jungle runs on top here and there.
Enemy engaged.
Thought about going in on him, but I'm just not sure we're quite to that point yet. Forgive me for not knowing. Look, I'm gonna stun her again.
Enemy engaged.
Get some, sweetheart. I guess she thought she was just gonna go deep on my lady here. By the way, this chick, I don't know the character names. You have to forgive me, but this chick I'm lading with, look at all. She's got all the guns, none of the clothes.
An ally has been killed.
Oh, our top lane is just getting rocked. Oh, they did get a kill off on the enemy though, so that's good. So I'm just trying to protect all guns, no clothes here. We're gonna try to push the lane. Not doing bad. I kind of want to be more aggressive, but I'm not exactly comfortable with the game enough to know for sure. It looks like my lane buddy here is more than comfortable going balls deep with me. Yeah, we just put a hurt on him. I did take a tower shot, which was not good.
Enemy engaged.
There's a lot of back and forth, as you can see. This is the side-scrolling MOBA. All right, so there's another kill. Oh, they got 2 kills up there. All right. Now I can base it any time to heal, just by hitting the B button. Can jump. Can go up this ladder if I wanted to and go to the next level. She's kind of low on health, so. Oh crap! I missed my stun. That's okay. We're fine. We'll just dodge out of this. Dash out. So if the shield has blocked some of the damage, and of course they disengaged about the time I did that. She just came down. I think I can move. Yeah, that's what I think I can move that. That doesn't have to be in the middle of the screen like that. I have a stun too, sweetheart. I'm gonna go ahead and base real quick. Hopefully she can play safe.
Enemy engaged.
And I can show you the teleport here real quick too. So we can just teleport out to this turret. Which is nice and convenient. We're back in the fight. It does cost 200 gold to do that, so you are going to be sacrificing some potential buying power to do that. If you do it too often, you're gonna lose out on several items you could have had, but nice piece of convenience there.
Enemy engaged.
Go a little aggressive on him. Just let him know. I do have an ultimate ability here. We're going to use it right now. So we're putting a hurting on him. We just don't have the ability to finish him off. Of course, I don't do a ton of damage. I'm going to take you. You can see she's already teleported back in. Oh, top lane is starting to hold it down a little bit now. And these should be players around my experience and skill level, which is not significant at this point. At the same time, keep in mind, this is closed beta, so there is a somewhat limited player pool. Ah, crap, I was stunned too long. She dashed out before I could stun her. So that's why we skipped ahead for queue times. That's why. It took about 3-4 minutes for a queue. But it's like, now it's, as of last night, it was late Saturday night. Now it's early Sunday morning. So, and it's a closed beta, so it's invite only. So there's not exactly everybody who wants to get in can't necessarily get in easily. So, oh, they've got 3 down here now. I can pop this again for an explosion based on the amount of damage I take, and it'll blind and stun them. Nice defensive shield. As you can see, I have my passive over here that gives me extra defense. Because I am a tank. Oh, they're going to try to push this hard now. I need the base. I don't have a lot of choice. I am going to have the gold to be able to teleport back, though. So I'm not going to be gone long.
Enemy engaged.
Alright, just like that, I'm back. I did blow most of the gold I had to do that, but it was pretty important. They were trying to push this tower. I needed the base, but I'm back in action now. Looks like top lane is pushing pretty hard. A little aggressive. I kind of paid for that one though. That was probably a little too aggressive. Sometimes you just want to make them feel the pain though. Oh, she just came down. Didn't really have the health to just dive in and hope that we get a kill there, unfortunately. Because I made a mistake a second ago. Looks like we can probably push this pretty hard. Ah, I used my dash and I couldn't come back on her. Alright, I really need the base here. So do my teammates. My teammates really need to build 1-2 base. Yeah, you go ahead and base. You do your thing. Alright, I'm going to take my turn real quick while there's a little slight lull in the action. Looks like we both are. I'm assuming we're probably going to teleport back. We'll wait for 200 gold to teleport back. We just bought an upgrade to an item. We'll have 200 gold right now. I don't want them pushing that too hard, so we'll jump back in. There we go. Doing work now. Doing the work. Good job, team. We really need to push this tower. She's there. I'm gonna base again. Low on health. And we're gonna save our gold this time. And we'll just run. We'll do the run back thing.
Defense turret has been destroyed.
Nice job, team.
I become the light.
Here again, I just want to bring attention to the character models. I love the animations. I love the character models. They stand out really nicely against the background. And I'm enjoying this game. I really, truly am. Yeah, let's do this. We'll wait on the minions, though. Ah, she got away. That's unfortunate. Oh, honey, you're taking tower shots. You need to get out. You did not stand there. Nice job. Nice job. I was just going in. I wanted to make sure she died.
Enemy engaged.
Would
An
like
enemy has been killed.
to, so they're doing work now. I'd really like to push this tower. Ah, missed with the stun. Damn.
Enemy engaged.
Oh, I'm taking tower shots. Oh, I'm gonna die. Yep. Tower got me. Crap. I didn't realize the tower had aggroed on me until it was too late. You gotta pay attention to that. Just like any other MOBA, if the tower gets a hold of you, buddy, you're in trouble. So we're gonna wait to res. Come on, res. Come on, res. 14 seconds. Our team is like, has gone boss mode. Somebody figured out what buttons to push along the way, right? Like, someone was like, ah, I gave up first blood. I've died a couple times. Oh, these are the buttons that kill all the things. Let's push these.
Enemy engaged.
So I didn't have good luck in the top lane. I was at least helping in the bottom lane, so we'll go back down here. Maybe bot is just my lane. It's like League of Legends. If I'm going to play a tanky support, I got to go bot.
Enemy engaged.
Let's do this. I'll stun him down for you. I helped. I helped, boys. I helped. Can we not get tower aggro this time? That would be great. Take this turret down. That's all of the enemy turrets. We can get a good team fight here. We can just go ahead and push and win, probably. There is a big party buff. Baron Nashor, League of Legends, that type of thing. Fire Giant and Smite. There is a big team buff like that we could go do as a team. Looks like we're not super worried about it because at this point, my teammates have this in hand. As long as we don't do anything stupid here. Come our minions, stun her down. So looks like we're grouping up. Hopefully we're gonna make a final push here pretty soon. I hate to just extend this game out for no reason. Yeah, I got tower aggro. Let's get out of that. We're gonna take a shot anyway. She's low level. Looks like we may be about to push for that thing I said we maybe wouldn't push for. Yep, here we go. Everybody's making a move toward the big buff guy. So there's a big jungle mob down.
Enemy engaged.
Let's just push now. Let's just push it in this now.
An enemy has been killed. Dominated. Enemy engaged. An enemy has been killed.
All right, we need to not chase. We just need to push and finish. That'd be great. We have this well in hand. The other team, probably some new folks who haven't played a whole lot yet, is what it seems like. So let's just see if we can make this final push in this. And I don't think that was the big buff jungle monster that I thought it was. By the way, I don't see us having the big. There was like a little animation and stuff that goes along with that. We just can. They pop my ult. Let's just go. I'm gonna die, but I'm hoping they finish off the turret by me just pushing in like that. Is what I'm going for here. Obviously, sort of, kind of just sacrificing myself, trying to push my team to just end this because we could right now easily. But for some reason, they like to go back and prolong the game. I'm not sure what that is about. Probably just inexperience and not realizing that we have the advantage that we have right now. So we're gonna wait to res. Yeah, a lot of fun. Having a lot of fun. Obviously, the only reason I'm really pushing to try to end this one, and I did that. It's just for video's sake. I don't want this game to go 30, 45 minutes for no reason. But yeah, a lot of fun.
Enemy engaged.
Enjoying the game quite a bit. Like I said, more than awesome. Not personal opinion, obviously.
Enemy has been killed.
Not everybody's going to feel the same way about that, but so far I'm liking it a lot, and I wasn't expecting to at all. I really did not think I would care for this game one bit. Jumped in, first couple of games, instantly started having fun. I think part of that is getting lucky or finding a dude that I really like right off the bat.
Enemy engaged.
So we're gonna go see, can we please, no, everybody's basing again. They started a fight without me. We can't seem to push all at once. About the time I engaged last time, everybody just backed. So it's just like really just me and one other person. Alright, there's that person dead. No, don't retreat. We don't want to retreat. Can we please just finish? That'd be great. Let's just push and finish the game. Now I'm here by myself, so I'm not gonna stay and die. I'm not gonna be that guy. There's no reason why we're not pushing and finishing this, but I'm not gonna be the guy who stays and dies by himself. So we're going back here to this jungle camp. Looks like somebody has quit the game. This is the Mark II version of the Invader, so this may be more of what I thought it was going to be last time. Yeah, there you see we got an attack increase, damage reduction, all kinds of good stuff. So, and now you can see we've got a little buff at our feet. So there you go. There's the big. All right, now if we don't push and finish now, we're never going to. Can we just push and finish now, please? Get out of tower range. Can we please push together? Let's go, minions. Come on, minions. They don't know how to push a wave. They really don't know how to push a wave in. They just keep falling back and falling back and falling back. Now that person's basing. Here we go. This is going to go on for days. This is never going to end. I tried to do the tank thing and go in and lead the charge, and they just all kept doing that back and forth stuff. So.
An enemy defense turret has been destroyed.
How did that even happen? Oh, the minions got it. After all that, we relied on minions to take the tower. All right, so there you go. There is a game of Hyper Universe, free-to-play side-scrolling MOBA from Nexon, currently in closed beta. So I'm sure open beta will be coming very soon. Don't have an exact date for that right now. Oh, and that's very loud. So here at the end, you can give commendations to your teammates, even though you guys do not know how to push a tower. When we have a very clear advantage, I will give you thumbs ups. I will give the bad guys thumbs ups too. There you go. Congratulations. So return to lobby. Okay, and enter. All right, so if you're interested in checking out Hyper Universe, you can head over to the official website, sign up for closed beta, wait for an invite. Hopefully things like controller support, ranked play and stuff like that are coming in the future. Obviously those things will be implemented at some point, but as of right now, let's just sort of get in, check out the game. The basics are in there. The game works fine. No connection issues, no issues with the game running on the rig, anything like that. So having a lot of fun with the game. I would have to say a pleasant surprise. I was not expecting to have fun in this game at all. I actually enjoy this game. I actually think I'm going to keep it installed at least for a little while and check it out going into the future. But that's going to be it for now. Be sure to check out MMOBomb.com for all your first looks at free-to-play MMOs and online gaming needs. I have been the Noob Fridge, Troy Blackburn. You can check me out on twitch.tv/NoobFridge. Every day, Monday through Friday, we stream lots of online games, free-to-play games, MMOs, MOBAs, the whole shebang. Check us out over there. MMOBomb.com. First look for Hyper Universe is done, and I am out.